Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Don't forget, today's the last day to take advantage of the buy three, get one free deal. If you're chasing kokanee right now, it's a great way to make yourself a deal on a bunch of different gear. But today is the 31st, believe it or not, of May already. We're staring at June. Does it seem like it's going super fast to anybody else around here? I can't believe that I'm already thinking about, and I guess I shouldn't say it that way, but I saw the arrows sitting up back there. I need to get the bow out and get started. So should you. We're all waiting for our draws to start coming out here at some point in time, and this is the first year that I'm actually really concerned about the bow season, but we'll get there at some point in time. Yes, here in just a little bit, we're going to have a lot of photos to show that everyone's been sending in, so be patient. We're going to get to those in just a minute. Also, a couple of giveaways to do today, and we're going to check in with Peyton Majors in this segment. I promise I'll remember that, to find out what this weather is going to do. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a change, which is a darn good thing to help keep some temperatures down on a number of different river systems, but we'll cover that. Upcoming segment in our field report, for me, it's going to be super brief, but we'll have fish counts. We've added in sockeye because they have started across Bonneville. A lot of contention there with how this season's going to be for us below Bonneville. One sockeye? I mean, we're all just kind of boggled with this one, but we'll talk about that, I'm sure, ad nauseum at some point. River levels and another giveaway or two, but we're going to check in quickly with Bruce Pauly from the CCA Oregon. They have their biggest, most, I don't even know how to put it, so many things that are going to be up for auction today. It's going to be incredible at their Tualatin Valley banquet, so we're just going to get a quick reminder on that. Then, for the first time in way too long, Don Newman from P-Line, we're going to have a chance to check in with him. I want to talk a little bit, always, if I can, talk with Don about steelhead fishing. Doesn't matter which species it is, but in this particular case, maybe get a little insight on how some of the P-Line products can help you be a little bit more successful targeting summer steelhead, because that is going to be happening this year in a number of places that it hasn't in the last handful of years. And the one that I'm really interested in talking about, because we probably don't talk about it enough, is their new Endurex braided line. It does not fade. Now, we introduced it here on GPS a couple of years ago, and the line that I've been using has not faded. So it's going to be interesting to talk with him about that, how things have worked with that up to this point, and what he might recommend there, and of course, some of the fluorocarbons that can help you be more successful as well. And then one of my favorite people to talk to, absolutely one of the best interviews, Mr. Steve Leonard. He's over on the Columbia chasing walleye this morning, and you can see that, I don't know if that's a recent photo or not, but he's really good at it. And the area he's in up on the upper Columbia is absolutely beautiful, and it'll be great to see how he's doing it, how the fishing has been, and maybe just give you another option. There's a lot of folks out there that are starting to get a little burnt on chasing Chinook around and looking for other options, and this is absolutely a great one, again, in another beautiful part of the Northwest. So we'll check in with Steve towards the latter part of the show. But let's go ahead and jump in to some of these photos that everyone's been sending in, and there's been a ton of them, and we want to see a bunch more. We'll show you the easiest ways to do that. Two in the box. This is from Elle, it looks like. A couple of twins, just a couple of dandies right there. Looks like the Willamette, it's hard to say, but nice photo. Congrats on that. I missed an entire week of chasing fish around, but I might mention that at some point. That is a bill at Lake Billy. Okay, that threw me off for a second. Dave sent this in. That's a big trout, everyone. Probably delicious as well. Another beautiful part of the Northwest. Oh, look at that. Congrats on that dinner time. Vlad sent this in. Looks like a nice stringer of trout there. You can see the smile on that young man's face. Yeah, because he fed the family. That's a lot of fun. Here you go. Here's a great one. Drano Springers. Georgia sent this over. It looks like they did a number on them over there in Drano. And I'm going to assume that that's probably been holding out pretty good over there. Based on the conditions that we have. Another huge trout and a bass. Look at that. Dale and Tucker, epic day on Omak, Washington. Oh, in Omak, Washington. I'm not sure which lake that is. Is it Omak Lake? Look at the tail on that poor trout. Looks like his buddies were trying to eat him. Nice trout, though. Oh, look at that. That's a great photo. Hunter's first turkey. It won't be his last. Once he gets the first one, that's one of the funnest birds to target. Andrew sent that in. Beautiful photo. Look at the scenery in the background. It's perfect turkey country. It looks like a Willamette Springer right there. Malias? Oh, yeah, I hope I said that the correct way. First salmon, that's her first Chinook. Very, very cool. We love showing those off, especially the first time that somebody can actually put a fish like that in the boat is always exciting. And it doesn't matter if it's a Chinook or a bass. Springtime smallie, this is the perfect time to start chasing them if you're into chasing bass. One of the funnest fisheries we have, certainly underutilized, as a lot of them fisheries can be, but just a ton of fun right now on the Columbia as well, and the Willamette for that matter. You don't have to go that far to go after them if you want to. Stan Smith with a nice Chinook, Dandy Cromer. Oh, look at that. Mr. Doug Hayes from Oregon Tackler right there. So that's probably from the Columbia, just because of the proximity. It was good to see Doug on the air here at Outdoor GPS. We miss him. Remember the old Oregon Tackle tech cam? Springer time. Lisa sent that in. Nice fish. You know, we do have some photos of some fish in the 20s that we're going to get to, I assume, at some point in time. And if you want to send in some of those success photos, it's easy to do. The Fox 12 app is the easiest way to do it. It's free. Download it. When you do so, you can follow along with everything here, as well as Outdoor GPS, and upload those photos and video. Don't forget the videos. We love showing those off. And go to gps@abbeys.com. Enter yourself in to win a free pizza from them, a giant pizza, by the way. And you always have to include the spuds. I mean, you just can't help yourself. But it looks like we have a little bit of a weather change that's coming. So let's check in with Peyton Major and find out what's actually going to happen there. Peyton, this past week was pretty darn warm. Yeah. It looks like things are going to change.
Yeah, it was 86 yesterday. It was the warmest day of the year so far at PDX. 64 out there right now, though. Beautiful blue skies over the metro. But look at what's happening along the coast. This is our seaside camera. It's 53 and a little showery, drippy. I was about to combine both those words. So let's look at our Saturday forecast. We do think just a sprinkle chance beyond now, and then honestly just cloudy and cooler most of the day. Those showers are just going to hug the coastline. We don't anticipate them making it too far inland just because the system is super weak. And so it looks pretty impressive now. Most of the shower is going to go into southwest Washington, into the Seattle area. This is now noon today, so you can see maybe a couple little bands will bring a little sprinkle to our region. But that threat will be out of here by around 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see some clearing skies, and then Sunday is going to be really nice. I think mostly sunny at that point. Forecast rain. These models are spitting out 1/100 of an inch. I think that's generous. We probably won't get any measurable rain. So that's kind of going to be the story for most of this next week. Slightly above normal. I've been labeling it warmish because all the warm air is just offshore. This is a huge area of high pressure off the Pacific, and it's just going to sit here and rotate and hang out. And we are going to be right on the sidelines, right on the edge of this system. So we're not going to be where the base of the jet stream is, where it's cold. We're just going to be kind of on the edge of this. So looking at our next 7 days, we're not going to be at normal, which is low 70s. We're going to just be a few degrees above that. We're looking at mid to upper 70s across most of our viewing area, and no abnormally super warm days. Not seeing any mid 80s here like we did last week. This also means that we are going to stay pretty much fully dry all the way through that first week of June. Very concerning because as of last Thursday, we now have moderate drought in some portions of Oregon, and wildfire season's ramping up. We had our first major fire this week. So just 2 things to remember. Always, of course, monitor those outdoor flames if you're camping at all, and then also just make sure you're staying safe out there. The water is still a little chilly.
Good point, because the water still is cold enough to give you that shock if you were to hit the water, no question about it. Thanks, Peyton. As always, I love that forecast. Way better than anything with 8s and 9s in front of it. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we got the field report, which for me is going to be ultra brief. We'll cover that. Fish counts, river levels, a couple of giveaways to talk about, and we're going to check in with Mr. Bruce Pauly from the CCA Oregon. We'll be right back.